Hello, my Zesty Lemons. It is Lee. Thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. Today we are going to talk about the amazing group DPR. I love me some DPR. You love you some DPR, especially if you're watching this video and you just love them because they're freaking awesome, right? They have the visuals and not just the looks. I'm talking about the creativity, the imagination, the concepts. They're just creative all the way around, and I look forward to what's to come. I hate that I did not get a chance to see them their first round, but I definitely look forward to the second time if there is one. So that's what I'm doing this reading for. I'm kind of nosy, you know. I just want to see what to expect with this reading. So long story short, what should we expect from our beloved DPR? Sweet universe, thank you so much for this opportunity to read for DPR. Now, I believe that DPR Ian is a little scared of readings, maybe not, I don't know. But I promise, if you just so happen to stumble upon this, if you just so happen to, I promise you there's no bad juju. There's no such thing as bad juju. At least not over here, there isn't. I think Live is the one that'll be down to learn more about it. I'm not for certain, but you know, just know that everything is all good. I promise. All right, sweet universe. What should we expect from DPR? You would think there was a retrograde going on or something. I don't know, but I say that all the time just to make an excuse for the fact that I stumble my words. For those that don't know, I had a stroke 2 years back, and I'm still recovering. And sometimes I will fall down a flight of verbal stairs. That's what I do. It sucks, but you know, what can I do? I'm just glad to be here. All right, sweet universe, what should we expect from the group DPR? Or what should we know at this time? And if DPR happens to watch this video right now, if there's any messages you would like to share with them that they would understand that I would not. I mean, hey, the more the merrier, right? Information abound. As long as it's uplifting, I'm down for it. All right. 3 more times, please. 2 more times, please. One more time. There we have it, right there. That was a really good shuffle. All right. So because I'm focusing on the group collectively, if there is one particular member, whether it's Ian, Live, Cream, whomever, you know, think about them and see if this may pertain to anything. But I think it's Live and Ian, right, that are on the forefront. Klein sometimes. I don't know. Cream. Yeah, that's another one, yeah. I need to get some little brackets, like little stands. I think I'll do that after this read. Go grab some. All right. So this card is talking about engage in higher reason. All right. I'm gonna pull them all out and then we're gonna take a look at them. Become a clear channel. I don't know why, but I instantly thought of Ian with this one. Become a clear channel. Wake up call. All right. Please stay still. This is why I need those little stands. Okay. Engage higher reason. For this one, I'm going to have to look at the booklet. It's not like I haven't done this before. It happens. Whenever I get it, I always forget what the meaning is. All right, bear with me. Engage higher reason. Here it is. 47. Okay, so are you unsure of what is actually true? What is just your fear of illusion talking? Are you unsure of what is actually true and what is just your fear or illusion talking? Are you feeling insecure and threatened? Not to worry, you are safe. This is, okay, it is time to discern fact from fiction, however, and respond to life's challenges in a grounded, objective way instead of in an emotionally reactive one. Okay, so let me see what other things I can pull from this. So your divine energy is calling for you to be detached and observe the situation objectively for the moment. Take nothing personally. Remain calm and available to all points of view without feeling okay. All right. All right. I think I see what's going on here. And I don't know if I like this, but all right. Give me a moment here because I'm trying to figure this out, how I'm going to deliver this message. This is strongly directed at Christian you, or AKA DPR Ian. I believe that he... Okay, let's just go ahead and say it. Mito, I always get those confused. Mito, I believe it is. I think that he is putting so much stock into Mito that he's losing himself. And this is, I'm just going to say, I think it's affecting the group. Now, I understand having a bipolar disorder. You can't control that. I probably have bipolar disorder. You know, whenever I have my moments where people just, you know, I just want to snap, you know. But there are some that is far more severe than others. But I'm feeling as though it's time for Ian to go a different route. I know that he wants to incorporate Mito in his music, and he very well can. But allowing him to come out, to think for him. You see what I'm saying? To think for him, that's not the best way to go about things. I believe that this is going to cause a confusion for his audience. Because what are you doing this for? Are you doing this? And I think that's the question that he has to ask himself. What audience are you wanting to target, per se? Are you wanting to allow and if this is something that you're wanting to do, maybe you're wanting to be the first artist to allow their personality traits to take over for them. But what if it goes too far? And how far is too far? So become a clear channel. If you, and I say this because when Ian is balanced, he's his quirky little self, always playing with his hair. But he is very inspirational. And you could tell that he cares deeply. At least I assume that he cares deeply for a lot of individuals. He's so kind, so loving, that it is hard to understand that you have this other side of you. But there's always two sides of a coin. Just like there's several sides to, a octagon, or you know what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say. But exactly what are you who are you wanting to target, and exactly what are your intentions in doing so? Because in one light, if you're encouraging for those to seek help and to, it's okay it's okay to not be okay. And I'm glad that message is always put out there in the forefront. It's okay to not be okay. Always assure someone that they're not alone in this. But to also advertise, to allow one to allow that personality to bleed into their passions, that is not, you see what I'm saying? And the only reason why I say that is because we have seen from time to time, we see new cuts on Ian where Mito has taken things too far and continues to try to take things too far. So I feel that this is saying that it's time for him to depict what is real versus what is not. And try to find a way to keep them separate. I'm not a doctor, but this is just what I'm feeling. And I'm trying to say things in the most gentle way that I can, so I don't seem like I'm nagging, because I'm not. But become a true, I'm sorry, not a true, but yeah, become a true, clear channel. Ian has beautiful music. I love his music. It hits home for those that needs to hear it. And I know a lot of the times it kind of talks about him. So I think that's what it is. It's like we're trying to figure out exactly, or maybe I'm just trying to figure out, what is it that you're targeting? Is there a message behind these things? Or are we just listening to what, we're listening to your story? And I guess, just be a clear channel, Ian. Be a clear channel as to why Mito, is here. Why is he here? Because obviously he has taken the stage. And I think that's the whole point of this. Wake up call right here. If you feel as though, Ian, that Mito has taken over a little too much, or he's crossing way too many boundaries, this is definitely a wake-up call that something needs to be done about it. Because I believe that this could be affecting others. You know? Bottom of the deck, we have think things through. Okay. So, this is pretty deep. I wasn't expecting to do a reading like this. I was expecting for it to be fun. But we're going to do some clarifications here so that we can see what this is entailing as well. But yes, I definitely see that it is saying like to, you know, is this your fear? Is Mito or Mito a fear? And forgive me because I keep saying Mito or Mito. I try to hold on to the actual pronunciation, but I always lose it. That's part of the stroke. I hate it. I hate it, and I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Just please bear with me on that. I'm not trying to mock or anything. I ask my friend, she'll tell you I do it all the time. But I think that, or maybe could it be that this character trait has taken up so much of your thought process that you don't believe that you have anything else to talk about or write about other than him? Well, I'm first and foremost, I can tell you that you are a brilliant writer. Your visuals are amazing. Not talking about your physical, I'm talking about your imagination, what you come up with for your movies. Like, they're amazing. And I know that you have you're a great leader. You know, so for this to come through as think things through, this kind of makes me think that after the touring is said and done, there's going to be another little hiatus. And there's a lot of things to be thought about pertaining to Ian. I might have to do a separate one for live because I feel like this is targeted towards him the most. But we'll continue anyways. If I see anything about live, I'm sure it'll come about. Nonetheless, I'm still rooting for them because they are amazing. Sweet universe. Oops. Dropping all of them. Could you please explain to me why these cards are here? Why are these cards here? Four more times, please. Oops. Oh, we already saw those. Keep those out. Okay. 3 more times, please. Two more times, please. One more time. All right. All right, so first, before I cut the deck, we have the 5 of Cups here. So this could talk about sadness, depression, regret. And then we have the Page of Wands here. And the Page of Wands, to me, could be talking about that confidence, being a beginner or feeling like a beginner, or just having that burst of energy to create. But the thing is, I kind of feel like naturally the brokenhearted makes the best songs, right? Those that are going through trying times, sour times. I thought of Portishead, by the way, amazing song. Old classic, but amazing song. Those type of artists provide amazing music. So I get where the focal point is. But I don't know. I don't know how to just describe it, because I know what I'm trying to say with this become a clear channel. Because I feel like what it's trying to say is to not, I'm not going to say so much of deceive your audience, but just let them know exactly what angle you're going or coming from or going towards. Well, is this like a battle between you and Maito or Mito? Will you become the victor, or will he become the victor? Like, is this a story? I guess that's what, because with those two, that's kind of what I see. I also see that it's difficult to have confidence because you're constantly in your lows, or so it seems that way. Very rare are you in your highs, but to be completely balanced. And the fact that it's saying to think things through, it makes me wonder, are you saying to think things through because Mito or Maito has crossed the line and it's time to decide if you want to continue to do music? Or are you saying to think things through as far as what storyline you're going to create next with this new chapter? So it could be a series that he's got going on here. And then the next time he writes his stories, or, you know, his songs, there's going to be like a trilogy. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like he's actually making a movie about his life. Well, let me focus. I'm trying to figure out which one. Not like you're doing anything bothering. You're not bothering me. I'm just like, no, what do I need to do? I need to focus. All right. I feel it really strong right here, but I thought I felt it strong over there. Eek. Right here. Okay. So yeah, definitely with the 5 of Cups and the Page of Wands, I believe that those two together is the fuel for creating. All right, so we have Judgment, engage in higher reason. So I think that he allows Mito or Mito to talk shit to him. He allows him to say things to him that are condescending, hurtful. Interesting. The Queen of Cups. Yeah, so with the Queen of Cups, she is one that is emotionally balanced. She is a nurturer. And we see that side of him. He's very quiet. He's very gentle. Very compassionate. Very compassionate. But then you have his alter ego, or his other personality, should I say, excuse me, that does the complete opposite of things that he does. And one second. My children busting in here. Okay, child, go outside, please. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye, I got some supplies.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Anyways, sorry about that. So it's the need to keep his emotions in check. And that's what this was talking about, like keeping Mito in check. And not always reacting. I don't think he's taking his medicine. He needs to take his medicine. I remember when I saw his live for the first time and he was drinking. And I think he was on his medicine, and that scared the mess out of me. You know, you just don't know how those medicines can affect you under the influence of anything. But either he needs to get another physician to help him, or maybe he does need to take a hiatus, excuse me, because if this is overwhelming for him, then maybe this is something that he needs to just kind of step back from for right now and kind of focus on live if need be, at least until he could get himself under control, right? So wake up call, we have the Ace of Cups here. Emotions are at an all-time high. This is a highly emotional situation because this is affecting his creativity. I also see with the cup in his hand that this could also pertain to the use of alcohol, possibly. Like there's some things that need to be changed, for sure. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Okay. So with the Chariot, I see this as a victory. So that's good to know. This also represents the universe moving you into the direction that you need to be in. Taking the reins and getting control over your life. But I'm glad to see that there is victory here. So there's definitely some trials and tribulations. Sevens to me always represents like that moment of reflection. Like you have the 5, which always represents challenge, and then you have the 2s that represents some type of choice that needs to be made. So it's either you know, making a logical choice, a choice of courage, intellect, financial, however it goes. But once you put those two together, that's when you'll be able to do what you need to do. So definitely, I see that there is going to be a success of some sort, especially in the most outrageous ways. And I say outrageous because it's not going to make sense to a lot of people how it's gotten this far. And honestly, I can see that now, because it's like, and Ian, I say this in the most loving way, but I know that there are some, and I would have to say, even myself, I kind of wonder, like, how are you going to suffice when Mito continues to go against you a lot of the times? How are you able to handle all of this with all the stress, you know, because I don't know what all your triggers are, you know, and what it's like to be in that circumstance, you know. So it's like, how are you able to do this? But the beautiful thing about it is that you're going to make it work. When you say that you're going to do something, you're going to do it. So kudos to you, because your resilience is brilliant. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. All right, what else needs to be said here? Because honestly, what I'm seeing from, if you're allowing your fear, per se, to get the best of you, that's going to create a different message than what maybe you're wanting to portray. It's going to be confusing. So I don't know if it's saying like it's going to be confusing because we don't know if you're trying to embrace. I mean, I know you're trying to embrace it because this is a part of you, but like embrace it in a way where you're coddling it, like there's nothing I can do, when really you can, because it's a figment. And I know you probably hate this, so I probably should be very careful how I say this, but I really don't know how I can say it, really. This fear, honestly, is Mito. He is the embodiment of fear. To me, I think he is. And how can I say, it's very hard to explain, like because I'm trying to walk on eggshells to not offend anybody. That I just don't want to offend anybody. I'm not trying to. I just don't know how to word what I'm trying to say. Forgive me for that. All right, so we have the Eight of Pentacles here. Okay, so how I look at this, well, you have all the moons here, right? This is you on around the clock, right? And Mito, I think it's Mito. It's always with you. He's always incorporated in your work. But I also see this as saying, or making a suggestion of trying to take him out and allowing Ian to just be Ian. I honestly think maybe that's what these two cards are saying. You are afraid of being yourself, so you utilize the depressional side of you. But there's more to you. I learned something brilliant from this gentleman named Von, hold on, let me look it up. Where's my, oh, right here, Lord. Hold on. Because he's brilliant. Let me find his name real quick. It won't be long. Maybe it will be long, because I don't know where it went. Look at that. Man, right when I wanted to. I had something amazing to say, and then I can't even find his name. No, it's Ving. Let me find him before I... Let me see if I could... Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to find this because it's not going to leave me alone until I find it. Because that's just how I muse. There he is.
Yeah. Is that...
Okay, I don't know how to... it's Vin Guang. G-I-A-N-G. But he is phenomenal. I love him because he's just amazing. He's very brilliant, but and just like that, too busy trying to find what I was trying to say, and I ended up losing it. But I'll come back to that in a moment, why I said what I said. Oh, I hate when it happens. Okay. So we're just gonna move on for right now. But the queen of, yes, not the queen, sorry, I'm having those remembering moments where I jump down the flight of verbal stairs. The Seven of Wands is talking about protecting your energy and grounding yourself and keeping your emotions in check, right? So whenever you have those urges to emotionally act out, and I'm not trying to say it like you're trying to act out, but just to keep yourself protected from the moment that you notice those cues, immediately do what needs to be said. And I know you know these things, but I kind of feel like you allow Mito to come in and then you deal with the consequences later. And unfortunately, I think that's going to cost you if you don't turn that around. So, gosh, I'm still trying to figure out what I was trying to say with this. Oh, now I know. To be truly authentic, you have to be able to use every portion of yourself. Now, he said that there are 82 keys, I guess you could say, in your vocal cords, because that's what he focuses on, is your, learning how to use your voice to communicate in different ways, not just high pitch, low pitch, monotone, but in all ways. And you can't just use the first 5 notes and think that you're authentic. No, you have to be able to, how did he say, perfect, and I'm going to add to it, and master the other 80 something chords. I can't count, but and to be truly authentic. So I said that to say that, you can't always rely on depression or Mito to give you amazing music. You can find creativity for other things, or in the other things. You don't need depression or anything like that. You don't need alcohol to fuel your creativity. Just to put that out there. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry about that. But yes, I really do think that you should allow people to, to work with you. Your fear of people and what you might do. You're scared of everyone and everything. That's why you have that song, Scaredy Cat, right? Bless your heart. But just know that you don't have to be alone in all of this. You have people that, man, Live loves the hell out of you. Okay? He loves him some you. So the Knight of Cups here. Okay, this is someone that is going, I mean, to me, I feel like that's him right there. You have a brother that just loves you. Very flirty. I love me some diving. Very flirty, very seductive. But he loves you. And I see this as, I feel like he's concerned. And this could also say that you are realizing that you need, like I said, taking time to focus maybe on him and his projects for a little bit until you figure out exactly what it is that you're wanting to do. Maybe you're uncertain, or maybe the pressure of the tour life is taking a toll on you. So you want to kind of do things on a behind the scenes. That is perfectly okay. That is perfectly okay. Also, I could see this having a negative effect on Davin as well, because he's worried about you. You know? We have the Seven of Swords here. Think things through. Yeah, for sure. Because I don't want anything being destroyed. And what I mean by that, I don't want Maito, Nito destroying what you have. You've worked hard for it. So I hope that this wake-up call happens sooner than later. And you don't allow it to ruin your group. Don't allow fear to destroy DPR, is what I'm saying. Do not allow Maito/Mito to destroy DPR. So with that being said, sweet universe, can you suggest, or can I have some suggestions here? Like, I want to know, why are these cards here? Could you please give an understanding, like, what needs to be done? Be careful, don't hurt yourself.
I'm not.
Make sure you pay close attention to the ground before you go rolling over stuff that's gonna knock you over, okay?
Okay.
Love you. Another child of mine. Everybody wants to run outside and play. I think after this read, I'm going to take a few laps around. Alright. Sweet universe, what needs to be done? Why are these cards here? What are you suggesting in this reading? Because the Seven of Swords here can represent thievery, but intellectual thievery. You know what I mean? Thought processes betraying, you know, the group. That's what I'm feeling from this. This actually it actually breaks my heart. Right there. So we have the Ace of Cups again. So I feel like what this is saying is to allow yourself to be loved. Really allow your blessings to overflow. Express gratitude. Talk about love. You know, like there's other things to be talking about aside from darkness and fear. Yep. No, that's right. I need to make sure. Now I can see this in two ways. You're going to be recognized. I feel like what this is saying, that if you do become a clear channel and protect yourself from those attacks, those triggers, keep yourself grounded, you're going to be exalted and recognized for your hard work. Like I said, you are amazing. You really are. But I think that you're being recognized for the wrong things. I think people perceive you as this hot guy walking around here that likes to walk around with eye contact with an missing eyeball. And you have a ring of an eyeball, of your eyeball, which I believe is the personification of Ian being trapped within himself and Mido taking over. That's what I think that represents. But I mean, but nonetheless, to many, you're just some hot guy walking around without your shirt on, you know, and you're much more than that. So the Five of Wands here. Okay, now I see something different with this too. I feel that Dabin might feel overlooked, and I feel like this is turning into a competitive match between you, and it may not even be your fault. I'm not saying that, but I don't know. Something needs to give here. That's all I know. Something needs to give here. Wishes coming true, but this could also be a smug look, right? Like, this could be delayed opportunities, or this could be actual wishes coming true, or you're one step closer to that wish fulfillment. The goal here may be to acquire a Grammy or to acquire awards. But above all, is it worth losing friendships over? There's so much that goes on with the business, and this is such a tough read that it's hard to pinpoint exactly what this is saying. But considering the fact that, yeah, the Seven of Swords here, I can also look at this as imposter syndrome too. If you're scared of walking away from Mido and allowing yourself to explore other avenues, you don't think that you're good enough without him. But you're going to see for yourself that you were really going to, because it says right here that you're going to be recognized, you know. And as far as the competition, I hope that there is no jealousy between you. Which, I mean, I could get a little bit of a jealousy, because Ian, you are well known. But again, you're the hot guy. My friend actually said that. And this is what this is saying too. You know, you're the one that's walking around with your shirt on and you're being acknowledged for the wrong reasons. I mean, yes, you're good looking, but your music and your creativity and your visuals should be exalted more than your looks. Same with Davin. Davin is very creative. He's so swagalicious and he's very flirtatious. He has a lot to, offer to the table. So for anybody to try to pit him against anybody or, each other, that's not right. It's not cool at all. And if that's what y'all doing, you need to stop. Because those are brothers and that's how they should be. If it's going to be a competition, let it be a friendly competition amongst themselves. Let them compete with themselves in that aspect, but don't be putting things in their head like, oh, well, you're this and you're that, or you're this and this and this better than... No, don't do that. And they also need to make sure that they don't let the media get to them and compare them as well. And nonetheless, because from what I'm seeing here, everything is going to be okay, but Ian, you need to think this whole situation through. I think now is the time for you to figure out what path you're going to go. So there might be some deleting of songs, reorganizing songs, trading them off for something else, but there needs to be a change of some sort. That's what I see. All right, let's see, what else can I get from these? Is there anything else? This will be the last clarification, and then, I mean, if it says repeats the same thing, then I'll know that the reading is done. But we'll see. I'm not for certain. I'm looking around to see. I also see the Five of Wands as a battle within the self and, confidence. And as long as you keep going, and you love to give beautiful advice, make sure that you apply it to yourself. Be comfortable with allowing yourself to be exalted. Now, I'm not saying to the point to where people were asking to, get pictures, or not pictures, but, can I kiss your feet? Weird stuff like that. Like, no, we're not talking about that type of stuff. I'm talking about, like, saying, like, hey, I think you're a brilliant musician and, you're very shy. I get that. But it's okay to allow compliments. You don't have to listen to the negative thoughts that your other personalities try to tell you. You are loved. You are amazing. Like, it's okay to listen to love. Agape love. Any form of love, as long as it's, pure, with pure intent. All right. Yeah, I think this is going to be my last read because I'm a little tired. So I think I did a, look, I can't even talk. I did a total of, this is my third one. Yeah. Right there. All right, so we have the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles to me is talking about self-care. She's all about making sure that she takes care of everyone, but she also includes herself. Giving back, you know, that's the beautiful thing about it. And also being an entrepreneur, you know, embracing your feminine charms, your feminine side. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, like, oh, I just want to be good. No, it's not about that. It's about expressing your emotional side. You can do so without going over the top. It needs to be at a balance, you know, like a little bit of Mito won't hurt, just as long as he's not overbearing to the point to where you're holding back in fear. I like the song Scaredy Cat because that's, I mean, all of your songs you're vulnerable in, right? But that song right there, it really, I like that song because you're telling everyone I'm a scaredy cat. You know, I think I'm scared. I don't know why. A lot of people don't know how to say that they're scared. They will blame everything else except for that. So that's, you know how to do so. Do it more. But also embrace love as well. You know, like anything other than fear. Justice. So yeah, there definitely needs to be a balance here. The Knight of Swords. For all of you, I think that everyone needs to have a fair shot at expressing their point of views. So if anyone is overlooking the other person, that needs to stop. This is a group. There's no dictatorship here. So rushing into something head first is not okay. Please make sure that you listen to everybody's point of views. And because, I mean, everybody brings something to the table, right? I mean, everybody makes mistakes. But just a heads up, just in case, that is resonating here. And then we have the Two of... So cute, look at it. The Two of Wands here. So it's like, do I take that leap of faith and go forward, or do I just sit here and watch it? You know? So overall, you're not going to know until you try. Think it through, but don't just sit there. And then I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck here. We have the Three of Wands. So it's like, take the time to think things through and then implement those actions and then wait for the results of it. So I'm not for certain exactly what decision you're going to make. Let me see if I can... Okay. What exactly are you suggesting that he thinks through? I'm probably drawing a blank because I'm getting tired and I probably already answered that within the reading. So we'll see. I haven't shuffled like this in a while. Okay. Alright, so the this is the Nine of Swords. Hold on. There it is. It's not the Wands. Okay, just a second. Nope, not the Nine of Swords. I was say, if another child comes up into this building, Yeah, I gotta see what's going on because I'm stammering bad. Is it the Nine of Pentacles? Yeah, I think so. Just a second. Yes. Peace, satisfaction abound. Is it possible that you have already have everything that you dreamed of? Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles represents abundance. Like you're one step closer to becoming everything that you could ever need or want, should I say. That's why I was wondering about that smug look. Like for some, it's all about getting those rewards and whatnot. But if you are really focusing on the sincerity of music and just putting great music out there, that's not going to be an issue for you. And despite what Mito tries to say to you, you have everything that you need within your family. You have your family, I believe. You have Dobbin, you have Cream. I don't know, the gist of everything, but I'm assuming that you guys are very close and you have everything that you need, Ian. And please don't allow fear to sabotage what you have going on, because you have a beautiful thing here. And I think that's what the message is talking about overall. At the end of the day, you have everything. So are you willing to be okay with that, or are you trying to risk more? Because knocking over this songbird, you know what I mean? Like, this kitty knows that this is a no-no. So, all right. So I'm going to pull one card for you. Sweet universe. What form of self-care should Ian exercise? If he was to watch this video right now, what would resonate with him the most as far as self-care? What should he be doing at this time? One card. Clean your space. Yeah. So I think anything that, I don't know what the rest of your house looks like, but if it's a mess, clean up your space. Cleanliness, they say, is close to the godliness, but I mean, I have kids, so it's lived in. It's the best that I can do, right? And then we're going to do one card. Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna keep going. Music. Yeah, something told me to keep going. Focus on your music. Clean your space. Focus on your music. Abundance planning. Okay. And then, hold on. Use your hands. So with this right here, I don't know if there are other projects that you like to do, such as like pottery or anything like that, but that is saying that you can also work with your hands. Keep yourself busy. Keep yourself busy. Find other avenues to take your mind off of what Mito/Mito might have to say. And, yeah. All right. I'm going to ask my friend if you are into pottery, because that's got me wondering. Okay. All right, so we have watch for the cosmic wink, and it says that magic comes when the spirit winks at us. Stay aware of synchronicities that provide unexpected answers. Positive forces are always at play in your life. Zalea, please go in the room while I'm doing this reading. Thank you. Energize yourself with earthing, and it says walk barefoot or stretch out in the grass. Use your hands. Place your hands in the soil or hold a stone. Let the earth restore your strength and ground you. Okay. Tap into your spiritual power. Reach out to a power greater than yourself to help you solve a dilemma. Stay open to its guidance in your life. I would not suggest you always listening to Mito, because you seem to be struggling with some of the things that he has to say. That's just my personal opinion. And then release shame. So it says, if you've been shamed for being sensitive or anything else, tell yourself, I am ready to release the shame. I am a lovable and caring person. And Ian, you really are. You are. And I'm going to pull one more. Restore yourself with a long time. And it says, take a break from the busy world, replenish yourself in the world of stillness, meditate, stretch, nap, garden, do whatever quiet activities your spirit yearns for. So, wow. Yeah, it sounds like I was not expecting that, all of this. But you know what? I'm glad that I did this read, because what is taking place right now, there's no doubt about it. There is definitely going to be an interesting comeback, if you want to call it a comeback. This is something that definitely needs to take place. So I don't know how long Mito is going to take control of Ian's path. But as of right now, I think it's getting to the point to where he's starting to recognize that it's time to put him in his place and let him know who's the real boss. So good for you, Ian. Nonetheless, I can't wait to see what else they have in store. Especially, I mean, not just especially, but Dabin, I can't wait to hear more of your music too. You're phenomenal. But yeah, just work on that music. Work on that music. And tell that imposter syndrome to kiss your booty. Okay? And that's all I have to say. I hope there isn't any inner, drama with them. I don't think so. If there is, then I think it's, like I said, could be possible that the media would try to spin it that way. But I feel like there's a lot of love there. And Ian, it's okay to be loved. Don't punish other people for what someone has done to you. Okay? I know it's hard, but allow yourself to be loved because you deserve it. Okay? So that's all that I have to say for this reading. If you enjoyed the reading, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. You could drop comments if you would like to. Hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends about me, but most importantly, remember this: when life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Take care, everyone. Bye.